Today, we're taking a walk along what is, believe it or not, the longest open-air art gallery in the entire world. It's this incredible place that captures both the absolute joy of a country reunified and the chilling memory of a border that cost people their lives. This is the story of Berlin's East Side Gallery.
So let's just start with this central question, because it's a big one. For almost 30 years, the Berlin Wall was this brutal, concrete scar cutting through a city. And the eastern side? That was the death strip. It was sterile, gray, and completely untouchable. So how on earth did that, a symbol of pure oppression, turn into this vibrant monumental canvas of hope and freedom?
Well, the whole thing happened at lightning speed. I mean, think about it. 1961, the wall goes up, and the city is torn apart. Fast forward to 1989, and it all comes crashing down. In that absolute euphoria, this amazing idea starts to bubble up. By 1990, you've got artists from all over the world painting on it, and just 1 year later, it was already a protected historical monument. Incredible.
So to really get this place, we're going to take a little tour. We'll start with how the wall even became a canvas. Then we'll dig into the stories behind the most famous paintings. After that, we'll look at the awesome neighborhoods around it, and then get into the ongoing debate about its future. And of course, I'll give you some tips for when you go see it yourself.
All right, first things first, turning a death strip into a gallery. This part of the story is all about reclaiming a space that was, for decades, one of the most forbidden places on the planet. So what are we actually looking at here? The East Side Gallery is a 1.3-kilometer stretch of the inner part of the wall. Now this is key. It was the side facing East Berlin. Nobody in the East could get near it, let alone touch it. But in 1990, 118 artists from 21 different countries were invited to come and paint their feelings about the wall finally falling. It was a total transformation of a symbol of control into an international memorial for freedom.
And now we get to the real soul of the gallery, the art. And believe me, these are so much more than just paintings. They're like diary entries from a specific moment in history, packed with passion and meaning.
Okay, I'm almost positive you've seen this one before. It is, without a doubt, the most famous, most snapped photo at the whole gallery. It's the Fraternal Kiss by Russian artist Dmitri Vrubel. But do you know the story behind this unforgettable image?
The real punch is in the full title the artist added right below the painting. My God, help me to survive this deadly love. Wow. So the image itself is based on a real photograph from 1979. It shows the Soviet leader Leonid Brezhnev and the East German president Erich Honecker in a socialist fraternal kiss. Vrubel's title is just genius. It takes this official gesture of communist unity and turns it into a sarcastic, powerful statement about the oppressive and, well, deadly love between the Soviet Union and its puppet states.
Next up, another absolute icon of the gallery. This one captures the pure, chaotic joy of 1989 using a symbol that every single East German knew instantly. This is Test the Rest by Birgit Kinder.
So that little car is a Trabant, or a Trabi, as everyone called it. It was the car of East Germany. But in this mural, it's not just a car, you know? It's a symbol of pure people power, literally smashing through the concrete that held them in. It's this beautiful tribute to the car itself, but more importantly, to the courage of the people who risked everything to escape to the West.
You know, the gallery isn't some isolated monument sitting in a field. It's woven right into the fabric of modern, buzzing Berlin. So let's zoom out a bit and check out the awesome neighborhoods that are right there.
The gallery is perfectly positioned right between two of Berlin's coolest districts, Friedrichshain and Kreuzberg. On the Friedrichshain side, you've got the massive Uber Arena for big concerts and sports. Then you walk across this absolutely gorgeous bridge, the Oberbaumbrücke, and bam, you're in Kreuzberg, which is famous for its unbelievable street food and its art scene. You can even jump on a boat on the Spree River and see the whole gallery from the water. And check this out. This is a perfect snapshot of what people take away from their visit. We're looking at an analysis of thousands of online reviews. And what are the biggest words that pop up? Wall, walks, history, and art. It's pretty clear that people aren't just seeing paintings. They're really feeling the weight of the history and seeing it as this incredible walking tour through time.
But hey, the story didn't just stop in 1990. The gallery is at the center of a constant, passionate debate. It's really a fight between saving the past and making room for the future.
Okay, so this is the core conflict. On one side, you have people who say the 1990 murals are a priceless historical document that has to be protected at all costs, especially from developers who want that prime riverfront land.
But on the other side, you've got people who argue that art shouldn't be frozen in a museum. They believe the gallery should be a living, breathing canvas that changes with the city. This whole thing really blew up back in 2009, when the original paintings were in such bad shape, they had to be removed and repainted.
It really makes you wonder, what's the right way to honor a place like this? Do you preserve it perfectly, like a time capsule from 1990? Or do you let it evolve and change along with the city it calls home? Honestly, there is no easy answer to that.
All right, for our last section, let's get practical. If you're feeling inspired and want to take this walk for yourself, here's everything you need to know to make it happen.
First off, just to give you an idea of the scale we're talking about, you're going to be walking for 1.3 kilometers. That's just under a mile, and it is packed with over 100 different murals to see.
And here are my top tips. The best part? It is completely free and open 24/7. The easiest way to get there is to start at one of the train stations on either end, Ostbahnhof or Warschauer Straße. If you want to avoid the biggest crowds, go early in the morning or later in the afternoon. And please, trust me on this one. Wear comfortable shoes and bring some water. To really take it all in without rushing, you're going to want to give yourself a good hour, maybe even 90 minutes.
So in the end, the East Side Gallery is so much more than just a tourist spot. It's living proof that art can take a symbol of hate and turn it into a beacon of hope. It showed the world that walls can, in fact, fall. And that leaves all of us with one really important question. In a world that seems to be building new walls all the time, what message should this wall carry into the future?